So, Man United on a great run.
Mm-hmm. Hear this.
Yeah.
Arsenal thumping Spurs, Chelsea at the weekend. But they've been up and down. Come on now. Chelsea in disarray.
Oh, it could all change if we beat Spurs on Thursday.
Which probably can, because
half
their teams...
I'm hoping reaction after Sarri's words.
Spurs is interesting as well. So here is the question, right? Can Man United, after everything that's happened this season, can Man United finish third?
Easily.
People do fourth.
No, I think they can.
Third, because Spurs, Llorente is struggling a little bit. Apparently, they don't really want to sign anyone.
Andy Carroll.
Carroll on loan.
Who we on this podcast and we got it going, didn't we? That was amazing.
It's still going.
It's still going. Yeah.
To be fair, do a better job than Llorente, I think.
I mean, if you can get him out there. But we did one transfer every team needed to make. Yeah. That video is
when did we do this? 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, and Craig put forward Dzeko for West Ham. So we were like, that's a good one. That's one that could get a bit of momentum. So we asked people to tweet it. And we'll retweet it.
We made it up and said, 18-month loan, option to buy.
Like all the deals. And then tweeted West Ham Fan TV. Who they were like, they just replied because they were being polite. But they must have they just sort of took it in a little bit.
You forget where the sources come from sometimes.
You just blurt it out. So they did their post-match pint video, which they do after the Arsenal games. And they were talking about Dzeko. There's talk of Dzeko.
Yeah, 18-month loan.
No way. It was so good. And then I've had the odd tweet here and there from different people going, look, there's this, there's that. And then Bleacher Report had done one with all their rumours, and at the top right, there's Edin Dzeko, Roma or West Ham thing.
That's amazing.
So I don't know if that's come from us. Hopefully it has. But it is an obvious signing for them.
It made sense, yeah.
If Arnautovic goes.
Why are we talking about that?
Arnautovic was potentially off. We were like,
That makes sense. But Arnautovic is a funny one. Just shows how much power agents have in the game.
His brother's his agent as well.
That's weird. It's a bit weird. West Ham publicly said that he's not for sale, yet they still are preparing for him to leave.
He didn't have him in the squad, didn't they?
Apparently he's staying now, though, isn't he? He's staying. They've said.
Who knows? Who knows?
Although,
his brother's his agent. Tomorrow he could just be like, all right, Shingzhou, have him and give us that agency fee.
Yeah. Don't know if that's a real team or not.
That's a team. I think it is.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. The reason we started talking about it is, Andy Carroll. Andy Carroll to Spurs, I mean, come on.
It's obviously, ironically, a plaster over their injury crisis. But Andy Carroll is not, he's a plaster.
Yeah, but surely
he's the ultimate plaster.
I think in this fake news era, there's one of these every January now. Like, it was Crouch.
Chelsea.
For Chelsea. That might have worked,
That was on it. That was a
because they were kind of looking for a target man.
Could have done with them on Saturday.
The way that Spurs, were, the way that they play, like Llorente doesn't really fit it anymore. No. So Carroll's definitely not going to fit it at all. I don't think.
There's a few sitters Llorente missed though against Fulham. And I was like, Andy Carroll would have scored that. Well, but he probably would have also got injured in the same game.
He put one away, Llorente, didn't he? At least. That was a good thing.
But yeah, they've got a lot of injuries. Son's out, I think,
Asian Cup.
Asian Cup.
He's out to what? End of the beginning of February. It's not that long.
It's not that long, but still.
But it can be an quality player.
What I like about him is he can play on the wing and up front.
Yeah,
I think Son important.
Well, that was the thing when Kane was injured. Was it last season or the season before? Son played up front and bagged quite a few.
I've never seen such a tall, stocky striker move so quickly.
Yeah. His technique is brilliant as well.
He's a great
if he was Brazilian, he'd be worth double the amount. Everyone would be guessing double. That's what I think.
Good point. Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
So they've got a few players missing, and Man United are flying. The games that they've played.
They played Tottenham, and Tottenham battered him in that second half. But they had De Gea.
Yeah.
So. Quickly, that's their keeper in his class, so they deserve. I saw that in the press recently as well. Sorry.
No, I agree. That did come out afterwards.
You've said that before, actually.
Yeah, it's like if Man United didn't have De Gea, they would have lost that game. Yeah, well, they've always had him.
That's the thing.
I think it's more nuanced than that, because ultimately Spurs had 8 shots on target in the second half. You would have thought that one of those will end up going in.
But to be fair, a lot of those shots were quite
at him. They were at him.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but my point
Kepa would have still let one in.
What's interesting here is you've got Spurs who've got some problems at the moment. Kane's out obviously for a while as well, and that is a big loss.
Yeah, Ali's out.
Ali's out as well.
Now,
true.
Apparently.
Chelsea are struggling at the moment. Can't seem to score goals. Arsenal are up and down. Man United are the form team, but the furthest away at the moment, and they've got some tough games.
See, I think with United, one loss and it'll be different.
You think it'll fall apart? I think
you
might be right.
Yeah, we've only seen them. It was they sacked Mourinho at the right time.
They did
because it's like easy run of games, builds up to Spurs away, and they did well. And Spurs away, you could argue that Spurs were all over them, but look, in the first half, United were good and they won the game 1-0.
It's not a league game, but I think they'll lose on Friday to Arsenal. I think Arsenal at home.
They're in form.
Yeah, look, Arsenal got to be focused. They've got to want to try and win the FA Cup. I think they're going to want to try and win something this season, even if top four is
Isn't
not.
it hilarious that it spins around? There's Wenger, and it's like, all we're going to do is win the FA Cup, and that's it. And it's not going to be enough. Whereas this year, they'd be buzzing, wouldn't they? To win the FA Cup. So, out of those guys, so Man United, do you think that when they lose one game or they draw one game, you think that the narrative will change a little bit?
Yeah,
and you've got Champions League games coming in as well.
Yeah, that'll be difficult.
So do you think? So who's going to finish third out of those 4 teams?
I think Spurs.
I'm still going to back Spurs.
I think it's.
I thought you turned on Spurs.
Yeah, earlier on you were saying it was United.
No, I said United could easily do it.
You don't think they will?
Whether they will is a different thing. I think Spurs will come third, and then it's between us, Arsenal, and United. But I think it's between us and United. Actually, I think Arsenal might
fall away?
Not fall away, but I don't think they've quite got enough.
That's interesting. Isn't it amazing though that when when you've had the game that you've just had against them?
Yeah, but they'll go and lose to Cardiff. I don't know, like next week. It's just kind of what they've done. It less so, not as much this season, but it's they lost to Southampton the other week away after beating. I can't remember who it was the week before. They've just got it in their locker to do that.
Yeah, I think the bottom line, and I've stuck with it the whole season, is that the Arsenal squad is not great. It's not the same level as that Man United squad, regardless of the dodgy defenders that they sometimes have.
Really?
Attacking wise, I think Man United have got such depth.
Yeah,
Such depth. Look, Aubameyang's great. Lacazette's great. I also think losing Bellerin is massive.
That is,
Is he out for? Are they
it's like 9 months.
Oh, he's 9. Okay, I didn't see
terrible. And he's such an important part of how they play because he gives them so much more balance. Lichtsteiner's
awful.
He's too old.
He's old.
Yeah, he's too old for it. He's not really up.
And he's on stupid money as well.
Is he?
Yeah.
And Bellerin, he was brilliant in that game, in the Chelsea game.
Yeah,
getting up and
down.
down.
Up and down. Yeah.
But when he's not there, I think it's easier to defend against Arsenal because they generally just go down this left-hand side. Maybe Maitland-Niles can sort of step up, but he's inconsistent. I don't think he's even in that. I don't think he's that kind of player. I think he's better than a wing back. I
didn't think he was a wing back anyway. I thought he
plays everywhere really.
Yeah, he's really versatile.
He really like Arsene Wenger literally played him wherever needed.
Yeah.
Like in Europa League last year, he was just sticking at wing back.
I wonder if he'll be the kind of Ramsey replacement, or if they'll try and start to push him in that direction.
Is he definitely going?
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
Ramsey.
That's happening.
Confirmed.
Yeah, he's
signed a
going to
free
Juventus.
contract. Does that mean he's 100% have to?
300k.
Oh, you definitely go then, don't you? If you're on
Juventus. I think it's a great move for him.
Yeah. Why not? He's going to win a league.
Yeah.
That's just what you do at Juventus.
Well,
it's just
yeah,
they always win that
Yeah, of course they do. So what you guys? Do you think who do you think will finish fourth then? Do you think Man United? Do you think Man United will get the Champions League?
United get fourth. Yeah.
I think Chelsea fourth. Chelsea have got enough experience.
Depends what happens over the next week.
Yeah, it depends what we get forward wise.
I could still see you finishing above Spurs if I'm honest. I just think you've got a bit more.
I just think the tempo's
with
so
injury.
slow. I hate to watch Chelsea. When you have 0-0 to Southampton.
I'd say first half of the season so far.
That was all right.
I thought we played excellent football. It's the best football I've
seen
in a while. And
it was good.
I even put a ridiculous bet on us to win the league for a lot of money because I was like, we're playing. Like Azar was just banging them in.
Yeah.
We're scoring goals for fun and
you won the
good.
first 10 or something daft like that, did you? Or maybe
top of the
yeah,
league.
we won our first 7 games in a row or whatever
stuff.
it was, and then we were unbeaten in the first 10, and then we lost to Spurs. Lost to Spurs in November or something.
Well,
like
you do.
that.
That's it.
December.
That's why I think Sarri could really work there, but you've got to totally trust him, and that squad needs to change a decent amount because I don't think Kante and Jorginho work together that way. And
yeah, definitely.
I think.
Well, Kante's not going anywhere.
Well, yeah, but he signed a new deal. Jorginho's his guy, so I don't think he'd get rid of him either. So I'm intrigued to see how he makes it work because that's such an important part of the pitch because Jorginho gets on the ball all the time and he needs to play it to that guy a lot of the time.
Jorginho just seems really slow. Everything he does, not
But
just,
is it
not
about
just
options?
passing the ball. I get what he's there for, to connect things, and it seemed to work the first couple of months.
Yeah.
But now, especially in the big games, he just gets bombarded, and he just gets overrun in the middle. Like
Heung-min's son.
Yeah, but it's happened in every big game we played, apart from Liverpool, because we played well in that game. He's been poor because they've stuck 2 people around him, and he just can't handle it.
Yeah.
It's not Serie A.
Yeah, you're right.
So you had Man United 4th, Spurs 3rd?
Yeah, I'm going to stick with Spurs.
I could see Chelsea finishing 3rd, Spurs 4th.
I had Chelsea. I had that at the start of the season. I was about to stick with my predictions. So
I had us 3rd as well.
I think there's such a good vibe around Man United though that they'll just keep winning.
I think you're right. One game and it might reset slightly for Man United. I mean,
Chelsea are
the
massive.
purple
If you get
patch,
Higuain, you'll be
purple
fine. If you get Higuain, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Well, if we don't get Higuain, we're getting someone else. That's a given. Morata's
Hit a
gone.
release clause for
Andy
8 million.
Carroll.
Yeah, Andy Carroll. Morata's gone, isn't he? Apparently got 48 million. Take that.
patch. Yeah, bet you would, yeah. It's been a washout, hasn't it?